Hello, beautiful people. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Danet, and welcome to the Guiding Light. It's a beautiful day, and I hope you're having a beautiful day as well. Before we get into this video, I want to thank you. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to the people who have been sharing the video, watching the video, liking, commenting, however you have been pouring back into the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you from me to you. I do hope and pray that everything that you have poured into the channel here at the God and Light is returned to you with an infinite amount of abundance for you, and your loved ones. So today's message, um, we're going to be talking about four things that, and so before I say that, so y'all, the other day, what was this? 2 days ago now, my phone was stolen. So I apologize about the bad lighting and stuff like that, y'all. My camera quality on my laptop is not as good. Um, is not as good as the camera quality on my phone. And so I do apologize about that. But I'm still gonna get y'all these messages because God needs me to get these words out. And I'm gonna do my best to get those other pre-recorded messages that I had on my phone. Get those messages to y'all as well as soon as possible. And so back on track. Um, Today's message is going to be about four things that are commonly used against us as a weapon um, when it's time for us to release and remove ourselves from particular relationships, right? When Most High instructs us to release and remove ourselves from relationships, four common weapons that we experience. And then I also want to share four things that you can use to armor up, right, to protect yourself against those weapons. Look at that. Somebody may be seeing butterflies. Y'all been seeing yellow butterflies, yellow and black butterflies, and then white butterflies. So that may be confirmation for someone. um and so for the first one is when you have been instructed by God to release and to remove yourself from people in your life. One of the most common things, especially by way of my own personal experience, is you will be reminiscing about the past and all the memories of all the things that y'all have gone through, all the things that y'all have experienced, the things that y'all have ever said to each other, talked about, maybe promises that y'all made to one another, are all going to start kind of flooding your brain and your emotions and different things like that. And so it's going to be like this push and pull energy, this pull and tug energy of like, I made these promises to this person that I would never leave them. I would always be by their side, or this was going to be my ride or die, right? Whatever that energy was. And so it was always like this push and pull of the airplane, push and pull energy. Um, this put there go another yellow butterfly, y'all. Can't make this up. So this push and pull energy, um, when it comes to like God instructing you to remove yourself, but then you're like feeling all these emotions and these things that are coming up from what I've gone through. And so the armor that you can use for that weapon that is constantly being used against you is to reimagine the full picture. A lot of the times when we're remembering memories of things that we've gone through with people, a lot of times we only remember the good, the happy, and the fun times. A lot of the times we don't remember the full picture. We don't remember all the abuse, all the disrespect, all the toxicity. We don't tend to remember all the ways that person may have hindered us from growing and all the ways that person may have caused us grief and agony unnecessarily in our life, right? So there is a natural form of like growing pains that happens, but like anything outside of that is not, okay. And so the way you can armor yourself up is to reimagine the full picture. And if you reimagine the full picture and the good outweighs the bad, then you can keep that person in your life, right? But if God is instructing you to remove that person from your life, I can guarantee you that the bad is going to outweigh the good. It's just a matter of you being real enough with yourself to see that full picture, right? The second thing is the length of the relationship instead of the strength of the relationship. What do I mean by that? So a lot of the times we focus on um a lot of the times we focus on a bird just flew very low, y'all. Y'all probably didn't see it, but I saw it out of my peripheral. Um, a lot of the times we can focus on um We can focus on how long we've been friends. Oh, we've been friends for 15 years. We've been friends since we were 12. We've been friends since we were 8. We've been friends since the 8th grade, right? Whatever it may have been. And we focus on that, and we don't allow ourselves to see the full scope of what the actual relationship has been. And so we're so focused on what we've been friends for XYZ amount of time. We don't allow ourselves to see the true strength of the relationship. Somebody can come hit the relationship with a feather and the relationship would fall apart, right? Because the relationship does not have a solid standing, it does not have a solid foundation, it is not strong enough to withstand anything that were to come towards it. And so if you are a person who is focusing on the length of the relationship instead of the strength of the relationship, the armor that you can use to protect yourself from that is to ask yourself, was it all worth it? In the full grand scheme of everything you've gone through with that person, look back over the course of the relationship with that person and ask yourself, was it all worth it? And would you do it all over again? If it was not all worth it for you and you would not do it all over again, that is not the type of relationship you should want to have around you. The third thing is the comfort of the relationship versus the growth of the relationship. We all know that anything in life, with anything in life, everything, the one constant thing in life is change, and with change comes growth. And so, if you're in a relationship with a person who, whether you, they, or the both of you are just comfortable with being comfortable, y'all don't want to grow, you don't want to expand, you don't want to evolve, right? But then you get to a point to where you finally decide to grow and that person doesn't. This is typically the time where God is going to instruct you to release and remove yourself from that person, because when a relationship is so stagnant, you're not allowing God Most High to move in your life the way Most High needs to move into your life to align you with your purpose, to help heal you, to help you, break generational curses or whatever it is that Most High needs for you to be doing. And so, the one consistent thing in life is change. And so, if you are a person who is just comfortable with being comfortable and you don't like to make the necessary changes that you need to make, that is going to ultimately stunt your growth, right? Or if you constantly hang around people who likes to remain comfortable, those relationships are also going to stunt your growth. And so the the way that you can use the armor you can use to protect yourself from that particular weapon, is time and divine. How much of my time am I willing to continue to waste in this relationship? How much of my time, how much of my divine energy, my divine being, my divine aspects of who I am I willing to waste? Am I willing to lose my divinity? Right? Am I willing for God to strip me of my gifts and strip me of my abilities and strip me of my powers, right? In order to remain in this relationship, am I willing to waste 5 or 10 more years, right, in this relationship only for God to strip me of my gifts, strip me of my truth, strip me of my powers, right? To demote me? Am I willing to go through that for the sake, if that relationship is not worth it, then you need to use your armor of time and divine, meaning, is this time that I'm putting into this relationship divinely orchestrated, divinely guided? Are these things a part of what is in alignment with with the divine's plan? If not, release and let them folks go, right? And then the fourth and the final thing is falsehoods of relationships versus, or instead of, the truth of the relationship. A lot of us, I don't know no person in this or in this realm that has ever lived without being lied to. Many of us have been lied to, whether it was by our mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, friends, kin, whomever. We all at some point have grown to a certain age and realized that most of the things that we have been living according to the will of has been by way of the world, right? Instead of by way of God, right? It has been according to by way of the world instead of by way of God. And so a lot of us realize that we've been living under lies. We've been living under all these massive falsehoods. But what happens is many of us will learn or come across the truth of these things and still choose to live in those lies because it's more comfortable or more convenient to live in the lie because it's what you've known your entire life. And if you are a person who may be finding it difficult to step into that truth, I encourage you to armor yourself with the truth, right? If you're a person who is struggling with navigating a relationship with a person who is still living in a lie, I encourage you to armor yourself up with the truth. Live in truth. This means walk in truth, talk in truth, live in truth in every aspect. Eat, sleep, breathe, and think truth as much as you possibly consciously can, right? And when you do that, let me tell you something. When you choose truth, every lie that was connected to every lie that was trying to remain connected to you as it related to that truth is automatically going to fall by the wayside. You won't have to do anything. And I want you to think about this. For example, you ever had a friend or a family member who you knew was just a person who just lied all the time, and every time you were around them you spoke the truth, and you started noticing how less and less and less they stopped coming around you? That's because the truth became your armor that you was able to use to protect yourself against the weapons of their lies. The lies of the mass destruction that they were trying to corrupt your life with. They couldn't use it against you anymore because you knew the truth. Whenever you know the truth and you live in the truth, you walk and you talk in truth, every lie falls off by the wayside. It cannot come near you. It cannot touch you. Um, and so I hope that message helped y'all. So if you are someone who's in the midst of transition, which many of us are right now, in the midst of some type of transition in our lives right now. So I hope that message helped y'all. Um, do not hold on to the relationship for anything less than God, than anything less than the Most High's word, will, and way. Do not hold on to a relationship for anything less than true, genuine, and pure love, right? Honesty and respect, right? But that's the message, y'all. If this word resonated with you, make sure you share this video. Like the video, comment below and let me know which one was your favorite or which one was the one that stood out to you the most. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you have not heard it today, you are beautiful. You are amazing. Don't stop. Don't quit. You the shit. Yeah.